scarlet blaze, severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrym, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercius, staged by the deposed Duke Aegir. The disturbance in Hrym was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Aegir? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Aegir, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason, the very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those Cretans will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
I have an idea.
Hey,
What do you think of this?
hey,
I have an idea.
What do you...
hey, so hear me out.
I have the most brilliant idea.
Hey, so hear me out.
I have...
Hey,
What do you think of this? I will handle it. Shall we?
Excuse me. Well,
Must you work so... Come to think of it... Let's see...
You there. Grr.
Got a minute? My brain's all jumbled up.
Let's see...
Right.
what's going on?
Right.
think?
What?
Do you have a moment?
Nuh-uh.
Got a sec?
Uh-huh. Huh? Nope.
Oh.
A moment of your time.
I am grateful. Can it be?
That's not good. Okay, so.
Huh?
And that's that.
How can I be of service?
Is everything okay?
Care to be training? I must be telling you.
You sure?
Interesting.
Hey there.
I know.
Right on.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Greetings, friend.
So what do you think?
What did you need?
Oh, it's you.
Got a sec?
You busy?
You free? All right.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Tell me what you're thinking.
You know, I was thinking. Uh-huh.
It is you.
Hmm.
Oh.
How can I serve?
Well?
Absolutely.
Might I borrow you?
Over here. A moment.
Let's see.
Good news. We've dislodged another foothold those who slither in the dark held in Empire territory.
Good news. That's great. So, that soldier was one of theirs after all, huh?
He was. It's uncanny how you managed to identify their agents so precisely. Ordinary spies would be one thing, but these villains are another entirely.
I'd like to say it's just intuition, but there's more to it than that. It's my power. Their magic is almost identical to the one I use, so it's not hard for me to pick up on. Guess we have Hubert to thank for connecting the dots between the two.
How strange that you would hold such an important key. The more I look back, the more I realize without you among our ranks, I may never have broken the stranglehold those who slither in the dark exerted on the Empire.
Me? What did I do?
Our hidden foe was deeply entrenched in almost every facet of the Drestian society. The two were almost inseparable. And so I turned a blind eye to the lives that were being lost to their cruel designs, opting instead to focus my energy on preparing for war. But then you came along and helped show me a way to kill two snakes with one stone, as it were. You were the cog that was missing from the turnwheel, the one final push that urged me to act.
Right. Well, I'm not sure I can take credit for that, but I'm glad I could be there for you all the same. Really makes me wonder why you all didn't trust me, though.
Yes, I can see your point. It was my mistake. In any case, I'd like you to know just how pleased I am to have you fighting alongside us. You were a perfect stranger who owed nothing to the Empire. Yet you're still here. That means much.
It wasn't that big a deal. I just needed some gold, and figured if anyone was gonna have the coin to spare, it'd be the Empire.
You know, some things are best left unsaid.
Oh, and you were really quick to compliment me back at the Academy. That left an impression for sure. I mean, most nobles don't give us mercs the time of day. You were different.
It's nice to hear you say that.
And hey, I was right about you. I wouldn't be shining half as bright as I am today if I didn't hitch my wagon to yours. Trust me, no regrets here. Anyway, back to it. Victory is so close I can almost smell it. And I'll be right here by your side the rest of the way. No stopping till we've united all of Fodlan.
We will reach the end of this path soon. All of us. Together.
Yeah. Why are you always doing that?
A question, if I may. Have you had any further contact with our slithering friends since that day?
Not in the slightest. Why? Do you know something?
Yes, actually. What with the riots in Rim territory and the former Duke Aegir's attempted rebellion. Thanks to that, we now have a lead on the insurgents within the Empire, as well as those who slither in the dark. Speaking to the latter, I also tried to determine if they had been attempting to reach you, or otherwise thought you an ally. But at present, it seems neither is the case, regrettably.
You and I have been talking a lot lately, Hubert, about the future of the Empire, promoting commoners. I would have hoped I'd earned your trust by now, but I guess that's not how this thing goes. Not to say I don't get where you're coming from. The Emperor's right-hand man can't afford to let his guard down.
Believe me, it brings me no joy and, in fact, some guilt to doubt you so. But I must be prepared for any eventuality. When needs must, I have made even my greatest enemy feel as though they are a trusted friend. Yet, at times I have also shown extreme suspicion towards those who were, in all manners, undeserving of it.
Yeah, I get it. Keep your cards close to the chest. Never let them know what you're actually thinking. You really are something, you know that? I'm just glad we're on the same side.
I must admit, I only tell you all this because I do, in fact, consider you deserving of my trust. Even if you were once connected to those who slither in the dark, that is clearly behind you now. So believe me when I say, I have the utmost confidence in you.
I'm not sure how much you really mean that, but I'm glad to hear you say it at least. Thanks, Hubert.
How very diplomatic. Just the response I would have expected from you. Enough on that, though. Our problem now is what lurks beneath your mind's veneer.
What do you mean?
I can sense another you, bubbling away behind the one you present to the world. Call it intuition. What really worries me is that you may one day shed this husk you bear now and become that someone else entirely.
Another me, huh? Well, I appreciate the concern, but even if that someone does exist, I won't let them overtake me. I mean, come on. I'd shove that other me right back where they came from and earn your trust once and for all. Though, just so we're clear, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Very well. I suppose I will have to take your word. For now. In any case, I hope that as we inscribe Fodlan's new future, we do so with you by our side.
La 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 la.
Is that Lady Dorothea? Oh, it is!
Hello, Monica. Oh, is something wrong?
Well, I was wondering. Are you the same Lady Dorothea who is known as the mystical songstress?
Well, yes, I suppose I am. Did you not know that?
Not at first, though it made perfect sense once I finally realized it. I find it difficult to believe it's really you.
Well, I'm certainly not doing a lot of songstressy things here in the army, so I'm not surprised it took you a bit to put two and two together.
But it should not have taken me this long. You have the same name, and you carry yourself in the same dignified manner as the Lady Dorothea I saw in the capital. I can't believe you're right in front of me. The excitement is so great I can barely stand.
Oh, please, that's all in the past. Now I'm just another one of your allies.
No, you're different. There wasn't a girl in the capital who didn't want to be you. I spent years trying to find a ticket to one of your performances. But when I finally found one, I ended up in a seat where I couldn't see the stage very well. It was so far back, I could barely even make out your face, or the rest of you for that matter. That's likely why I failed to recognize you at first.
Well, I'm certainly pleased you came to see me, and I'm sorry the seat was less than ideal.
Oh, but the costumes and stagecraft were more gorgeous and stirring than I ever could have imagined. Your songs captivated me. They reached out from the center of the stage, all the way back to me in my little corner of the opera house. Just thinking about it puts a smile on my face.
You were a more passionate listener than I would have imagined, Monica. Moni? Still with me?
Oh, my apologies, Lady Dorothea. I was sort of carried off by a wave of memories there.
It's fine, but, can we maybe stop with all of the lady stuff? I find it a little unsettling.
Well, all right, Dorothea. You know, I'm somewhat surprised you didn't return to the opera company once the war broke out.
You're not the only one. Adi and I being classmates was a big part of why I stayed, but suffice it to say that a lot happened, and now I'm here.
It's a great honor to fight alongside you, Lady Dorothea.
Maybe I should just return the favor and start calling you Lady Monica.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I will hew my...
Everything feels new when we train together. This is...
I'll be making sure it makes me... Still better than training on my own.
Can't.
I'll
Time to work you into shape.
I wish that...
An ideal.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Do you have a moment?
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there.
Oh, this looks great.
Wow, that hit the spot.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
How did you know this was my favorite? I thank you deeply.
Ah, a high-quality meal suitable for my refined palate. I am most grateful.
back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy. Come back whenever you're hungry.
Tough fight, eh, Lawrence? I'm just glad we both made it back safe.
Indeed. Without your help, I surely would have met a noble warrior's demise. Thankfully, my admirers will have no reason to weep today. And for that, you have my gratitude.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Do you remember what I said before about the order of things in Fodlan?
Yeah, wasn't it something like, you nobles are here to protect us commoners, so we all should just be good little kids and go take a nap or something?
Well, I don't recall saying anything about naps, but yes, we nobles have an obligation to protect the common folk. However, were a commoner to take a lethal strike in a noble's stead, then we have failed in our duty. I was dangerously close to suffering that fate myself.
Okay, sure, but you would have died if I hadn't saved you.
And in doing so, you put yourself in a most precarious position. Your life could have been forfeit.
Risking my neck to save others is just what I do.
Yes, well, you were lucky to keep it unsevered this time. Mark my words, there is no reason a commoner should ever put their life on the line for a noble. I couldn't bear the thought of someone of your status sacrificing their life for the sake of my own. So do not do that again. Are we clear?
You're right. I'm sorry.
Do not mistake me. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Do I seem so selfish that I would make the person who saved my life then seek my forgiveness?
All right. No apology then. Sheesh. You're a real piece of work, you know that?
Me? How rude! I will have you know I'm quite serious about this matter.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we can end up in that situation 100 times, and I'll save you every single one.
Astonishing. You fail to understand me after all this.
Nah, I get what you're going for, but I've got my own way of doing things. Mercenary or no, I know there's nothing worse than watching an ally die right in front of me. Especially if they're weaker than me. I just can't help but jump in to save them, you know?
Weaker? You cannot possibly mean me.
Hey, you're the one who almost kicked the bucket out there. If you don't want people rushing in to save you, then you've just got to get stronger.
I must admit, your argument is sound. I cannot refute it. In that case, I ask you keep your eyes on me from this day forth. I shall endeavor to improve myself. The day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world. Yes! This shall solve all of Fodlan's problems!
This is why nobody believes me when I say he's actually a decent guy.
Is something wrong, Ferdinand? You're staring quite intently at those plants while you water them.
I was merely reflecting on something I saw long ago in Enbar.
Oh? What would that be?
In truth, it is nothing noteworthy. Back when I was a child, I saw a water nymph dancing and singing in a fountain along the main street. She was radiant, brilliant in the dewy light of the sun. But as an immature young lad, I grew embarrassed and ran away.
Wait a minute. That sounds familiar.
And you're sure of what you saw? A water nymph?
Absolutely. Her song resonated within me. It was a bucolic tune sung by common folk around the capital. As I recall, she had not been wearing so much as a scrap of clothing. Anyway, once I finally mustered up the courage to return, the nymph had vanished.
Such a tale hardly seems possible.
What? That's the reason Ferdy ran away that day? No way. I've been wrong about him this whole time? I mean, considering how I must have looked in that fountain... Oh no. I can't even begin to face him right now. I have to go back.
Is that Dorothea? I wonder what she's doing over there.
He's seen me. All right, Dorothea, just be calm. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Why, if it isn't Ferdy and 80, what a coincidence to bump into the two of you here.
Dorothea, your face is red.
Yes, indeed it is. Do you have a fever?
Really? I feel fine, but... Well, I was just coming to check on things, but since it all checks out, I'll be going. Bye!
Wait, you could suddenly take a turn for the worse. So, I will escort you back.
No, I'm fine. I'm not going far.
Yet still too far to travel alone. If something were to happen to you, it would already be too late. Come now, take my arm. Or if it please you, I could carry you there.
Enough! I am perfectly fine, so just mind your own business and stay away from me.
No one appreciates obstinance, Ferdinand.
Apologies. Although, given the intensity of her rebuff, I worry she may not have liked me to begin with. Have I committed some grave wrong against her? What should I do?